A new fire, a new belief. The Falcons just wrapped up their first 2 days of mandatory minicamp. And the energy? It's different. The coach is confident. The players look locked in. And yes, everybody wants to talk about Michael Penix Jr., but there's another name rising fast. Could this be the year the Falcons finally turn the corner? Let's break it all down. You do not want to miss this. Guess who's back, Falcons fans? And it's time to talk about something big. Mandatory minicamp just kicked off in Atlanta, and we're already seeing real signs of what this new-look Falcons team might become in 2025. We're diving into both day one and day two because honestly, the energy, the intensity, the vibe, it's all flowing together. Head coach Raheem Morris even said it himself. These 2 days were basically one extended session. So let's treat it like one big story, because that's what it is. Now, before we dive into all the action, let me ask you this. Which Falcons player are you most excited to watch this season? Is it the flashy new quarterback Michael Penix Jr., or maybe it's someone else flying under the radar? As for me, I can't stop thinking about Bijan Robinson. From everything we've seen and heard so far, Bijan looks explosive. He's cutting harder, he's moving faster, and he's coming into this season with one clear goal: to have a Saquon Barkley-level breakout year. That's right, Saquon. And Raheem Morris isn't just whispering about it, he's flat out excited. He sees something special, something dangerous. Now let's get into attendance, because that alone says a lot about this team's mindset. Day one, almost perfect. Every player showed up, except for defensive end Morgan Fox, and he had an excused personal matter. Nothing to worry about there. That kind of dedication, that kind of unity, you love to see it. It tells you this team is locked in. No distractions, no drama. They're ready to work. But there's always something to watch in minicamp. Raheem Morris told reporters they're being very careful with offensive lineman Caleb McGarry. No official word on what's bothering him, and yeah, it's a little mysterious. He's 30 now, and maybe they're just being cautious. Still, we'll keep an eye on that. Same goes for Kyle Pitts. He's not 100% right now either, but let's be honest, it's June. If there's ever a time to rest and recover, this is it. What matters more is this. Raheem Morris still believes in Kyle Pitts. Even though Pitts hasn't hit those rookie year numbers again, the head coach still sees potential. And let me tell you, that matters. A coach backing his guy this publicly? That can light a fire. I keep picturing it. Michael Penix Jr. dropping back, scanning the field, and boom. Pitts tearing up the seam, hauling in a strike down the middle. That's the kind of connection that can change games. And we've got to talk about Kirk Cousins, too. Some fans are nervous, some are curious. But here's what Raheem said. It doesn't hurt to have Kirk here. Kirk is stepping into that veteran backup role, QB2, and he's not distracting Michael Penix, not even close. Penix looks calm. He looks collected. He looks ready. All right, Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. Who are you most excited to see on the field this year? Is it Penix, Bijan, Pitts, or maybe the whole squad? Drop your answer in the comments and tell me how confident you are in this 2025 Falcons team on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about something that makes me seriously excited. There is no QB drama in Atlanta. No tension, no whispers, no awkward looks, just respect. Kirk Cousins isn't looking over Michael Penix Jr.'s shoulder. There's no power struggle, no "I want your job" energy. And thank goodness for that. The last thing we need is distractions in Penix's rookie year as the starter. He needs space to grow, confidence to lead, and that's exactly what this setup gives him. Now, let's move to day two of minicamp, and we're starting with someone who's already catching the eye of coaches, rookie linebacker Jalen Walker. According to head coach Raheem Morris, this kid is showing real leadership, already carrying himself like a captain. That's a big deal. When you draft a player early, you want more than just physical talent. You want someone who can lead, someone who can take over a locker room, and Walker is already trending in that direction. He's locked in as a projected starter, and don't be surprised if he has a huge rookie season. And then there's the star of the show so far, Bijan Robinson. I said it before and I'll say it again. This man is about to go off in 2025. Raheem Morris couldn't stop talking about him in the press conference. There was one play, just one, where Bijan made a cut so sharp, so explosive, the entire team lost it. People were screaming. Coaches were freaking out. Morris even joked like, "That's it. Shut it down. Practice is over." He's just that electrifying right now. And when a player looks this sharp in June, you feel it in your chest. Something big is coming. On defense, we've got two names to watch for the green dot. The defensive leader who calls the plays on the field, Divine Diablo and Caden Ellis. Let's start with Divine Diablo, a free agent pickup who's already exceeding expectations. That's huge. A lot of times, new signings come in and just do what's asked. But Diablo, he's going beyond. He's learning fast, hitting hard, and earning trust. Then there's Caden Ellis, and I loved what Morris said about him. He said Ellis is like Kobe Bryant, fully obsessed with the game. Football is his life. He eats, sleeps, and breathes Falcons football. From what he eats to how he studies, the guy is dialed in. That kind of commitment? That's how you build a real defense. Now, shout out to beat reporter Daniel Flick and all the other guys on the ground who've been giving great coverage of minicamp. Their updates are a lifeline during this time, and they've been keeping us fans in the loop every step of the way. Let's run through some quick notes from day 2 of minicamp. A few guys were missing from the field, including Kyle Pitts, Kadarrell Hodge, Troy Anderson, Bralin Trice, David Onyemata, and Morgan Fox. But don't hit the panic button just yet. This session was light, helmets only, no contact. Raheem Morris made it clear this was mostly mental reps, just neck-up football. So if guys were off the field, it's likely nothing serious. In fact, Caleb McGarry was spotted working out in the gym, which is great news. That tells us his injury probably isn't a big deal. He's staying active and getting stronger. We love that. One of the fun moments? Lamar Jackson, not the Ravens quarterback, the Falcons cornerback, picked off a pass from Emory Jones. You always love seeing your defense make plays, even this early. And players like Xavier Watts and Kevin King were seen working on the side, getting their reps in quietly. Again, nothing alarming, just controlled professional preparation. Now to wrap this up, let's circle back to the so-called drama around the QB room. The outside world loves to stir things up. Is Kirk Cousins mad? Is he being pushed out? But Raheem Morris shut that down fast. He said the situation inside the building is completely chill. His words? It's been really boring. And in this case, boring is beautiful. It means no drama, no headlines, just work. And let's not forget, Kirk Cousins is a good dude, a pro's pro. He knows the deal. He's here to help this team, period. Now I want to hear from you, Falcons fans. Who's your early MVP of minicamp so far? Is it Bijan, Jalen Walker, someone else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us who you think should wear the green dot on defense this season. Let's get the conversation going. This team is heating up and 2025 is coming fast. Let's get this out of the way first. Kirk Cousins is not here to sabotage Michael Penix Jr. No sneaky behavior, no locker room drama, nothing shady. In fact, it might be the complete opposite. Is it a perfect poker face, or is the drama actually over? That's the big question. And honestly, it's starting to feel like the storm has passed. Kirk Cousins knows the reality now. This is Penix's team, period. Unless another team loses their starter to injury, or something happens to Penix, which, knock on wood, we do not want to happen, Cousins isn't seeing the field. But here's what's great. He's staying ready. He said it himself. I'll be ready whenever I'm needed. And that's the mindset of a true pro. Still, make no mistake, this is Penix's moment. And man, he's not wasting a single second of it. Day 1. Takeaways. Michael Penix is cooking. Let's talk about what Penix is doing on that field. It's beautiful. Seriously, there was a throw to Ray McCloud on an out route that just looked chef's kiss perfect. I mean, The footwork, the spiral, the timing. It's everything you want to see in a starting quarterback. And as a fellow lefty, watching that smooth left-handed delivery, it gave me chills. But beyond the pretty throws, Penix is getting real work in with the Falcons' top targets. Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, Kaderil Hodge, all locked in. These are high-value reps, and it matters. Penix is showing leadership, chemistry, and total command of this offense. And just wait for this. When asked if he thought Drake London was being overlooked around the league, Penix didn't even flinch. He said, "He won't be after this year." That's the kind of belief that builds dangerous duos. And you can feel it. Penix and London are getting ready to explode in 2025. Now let's make this fun. Do you think Michael Penix Jr. throws for over 3,500 yards this season? Type O for over, type U for under, and drop your predictions in the comments. Let's settle this right now. Personally, this is an easy over. He's going to let it fly. Jalen Walker is coming. Now let's go back to the defense for a second and talk about the beast they called Jalen Walker. This rookie first-round pick looks pro-ready, and I mean it. There's a clip from practice, and if you haven't seen it yet, find it. Watch it. Replay it. Because what he did on that rep was wild. He hit a swim move so fast and so smooth it looked like he was playing basketball, breaking ankles on his way to the quarterback. The man's movement is just different. Even though it was just a drill against rookie Jack Nelson, it told us everything. Walker is ready. Now shout out to Joe Patrick for capturing that moment. And if you see the clip, you'll know why everyone's buzzing. And here's the real takeaway. This defensive line is seriously underrated. We've got Jalen Walker, James Pierce, could sneak into the starting lineup Leonard Floyd, always dangerous David Onyemata, an anchor up front. This front five, I'm calling it now, top 10 unit in the NFL. They're big, fast, and hungry. Now it's your turn. Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. Is this the best front five the Falcons have had in years? How good can this defense really be in 2025? And what about Michael Penix? Is he about to light the league on fire? Drop your takes in the comments and don't hold back. This team is building something special, and it's only just beginning. Tell me I'm wrong. This Falcons front seven feels like a top 10 unit, right? There's something different about this group. It's sharper, it's faster. It just feels better than what we've had in past seasons. And if you're watching what's happening at minicamp, it's hard not to believe something special is building. Now let's talk about it. The Kirk Cousins saga. This story isn't going away anytime soon, so let's break it down the right way, because there's a lot being said out there. But here's what's really going on inside the building. Kirk Cousins is ready to be QB2. And yes, that's a big deal. Raheem Morris confirmed it's been way less dramatic on the inside than it looks from the outside. And that's exactly what you want to hear if you're a Falcons fan. Because right now we need Michael Penix Jr. locked in, zero distractions, fully focused on winning games and leading this team to the playoffs. And Kirk? He's doing the right thing. He might not want to be the backup, but he knows that's the reality. And instead of fighting it, he's helping the team. That's called being a pro. Cousins speaks on Penix. Let's give credit where it's due. Here's what Kirk Cousins had to say about Penix. Michael's going to do great. He's off to a great start. He's got all the tangibles and intangibles to be successful. I'm here to support him as needed, but I also don't want to be in his ear too much. I don't want to be another voice weighing him down. That right there? That's exactly what you want to hear from your veteran QB. And on the flip side, Michael Penix had this to say about Cousins. Kirk's been the same guy since day one. He told me right when I got in, "I've got your back." I told him the same. We support each other, and that's how it's going to be. That's what a strong QB room looks like. That's leadership. That's respect. That's trust. And that's something you can't teach. It just has to be real. Inside versus outside noise. So when you hear all these outside rumors, Cousins wants out. Cousins is unhappy. Take a step back. He's not mad. He's not pouting. He's not stirring the pot. He just wants to play football. And who could blame him? He still believes he can start in this league, and he probably will. Once another team loses their QB1 to injury, Kirk Cousins will be the first phone call. But until then, he's here. He's working. He's mentoring. He's got Michael Penix's back. And that's huge. Final quote that hit hard. Shout out to Torrey for this one. When asked if he was dwelling on trade talk or the possibility of being a starter again, Cousins kept it real. I'm not going to dwell on things that aren't reality. That's not the situation. And there it is. No drama, no delusion, just focus. All right, Falcons fans, it's your turn. How do you feel about this QB room right now? Do you trust Kirk Cousins as a true mentor to Penix? And when do you think Cousins will get a shot to start somewhere else? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is far from over, and we're just getting started. Kirk Cousins just made it crystal clear. He's locked in, he's focused, and he's all in on the Falcons. And honestly, that's exactly what we've been waiting to hear since the Michael Penix draft pick sent shockwaves through the NFL. I'm in. Kirk Cousins. After weeks of silence, we finally got to hear from Kirk during minicamp. And let me tell you, this was the most encouraging sign yet. I'm in. I think it's better to stay focused on the situation I'm in. That's it. That's the quote. That's the tone you want from a veteran leader. He's accepted the role. He knows he's the backup, but he's not sulking. He's not creating chaos. He's supporting Michael Penix, and at the same time staying 100% ready in case his number is called. That's the perfect mindset. Support the starter. Be ready to play. Stay locked in. What more could you possibly want from your QB2? Kirk still wants to start. And that's okay. Shout out to Kelly Price for this gem. Cousins was asked about whether he still wants to be a starter. His answer? Certainly there were conversations, but that's an off-season question. We're moving forward now. Let's go. He's got the right perspective. Of course he wants to start. What competitor doesn't? But that's for another time. Right now it's about the team. It's about winning. And then came the money. Quote, Mark Relandi, credit where it's due, caught this one from Kirk. Hopefully in February we're holding up a Lombardi trophy. That's what's most important. How can we win as a team? Read that again. Kirk Cousins, the guy everyone thought might be bitter or checked out, is talking about a Super Bowl. That tells you everything you need to know. He didn't come to Atlanta to fade into the background. He came here because he believes in this team and because he wants to win it all. No more drama, just football. And look, it's fair to wonder, is all this just a clean PR spin? Is Kirk just putting on a good face while waiting for a trade? Maybe. But based on his attitude, his comments, and his work at camp, it feels like the drama might finally be over. He's not flying to Cleveland. He's not demanding a trade. He's not throwing shade or making things awkward. He's just doing what a veteran leader does. Showing up, putting in the work, and backing the guy in front of him on the depth chart. The organization hopes they don't need me. One more from Josh over at The Athletic. Cousins said, I think the organization would like to not need me, but I'll do my best to stay ready. That's how you handle being a backup in this league, because Kirk still wants to play. He's not retiring. He's not giving up. He's just waiting for the right opportunity. And if that opportunity never comes, he's still doing his job like a pro. So now I'm asking you, has Kirk Cousins finally earned your trust as the backup? Do you believe the drama is really over? And what happens if Penix struggles early? Would you want Kirk back under center? Sound off in the comments, because training camp is almost here and this QB story isn't done yet. Let's be real here. Kirk Cousins knows the truth. He's not quarterback one in Atlanta anymore. Michael Penix is the starter. That's the reality. But here's what makes Kirk different from most aging quarterbacks in his position. He's accepted it. He's embraced it. And he's still preparing like his number could be called any second. The value of a great backup QB. People forget how important the backup quarterback really is. Until something goes wrong. One injury, that's all it takes. Just look at what happened to the Eagles last season. Jalen Hurts went down and the entire offense collapsed. One player, one change, whole season gone. Now imagine that scenario in Atlanta. That's why having a guy like Kirk Cousins, A seasoned pro, a smart mind, a leader, sitting behind Penix is pure gold. He's not just a backup, he's a safety net, he's a mentor, and if needed, he's a starter again in 5 seconds. Cousins, I just want to win. When asked what his best-case scenario was for the season, Cousins didn't make it about himself. He didn't talk about getting traded or taking the job back. He talked about the team. Right now, it's about being the best I can be. And hopefully in February, we're holding up a Lombardi trophy. That's the kind of attitude you build a winning culture around. No ego, no distractions, just football, just team-first energy. And yes, we've heard this before. It's been repeated. But honestly, it's exactly what we needed to hear. Because until this week, we didn't really know where Kirk's head was at. Now we do. He's here for the Falcons. He's focused, and he's ready. Let's talk about it. Fan Q&A. So here's the question. Do you want Kirk Cousins as QB2 behind Michael Penix? We're not talking about will he play? We're talking about do you want him on this roster as the backup? Type Y for yes or N for no in the comments. Personally, I'm going with yes. He's a veteran, he's mature, he knows his role, and if something happens to Penix, I'd trust Kirk to step in without hesitation. Bonus round, real ones only, all right. If you made it to the end of this video, you're one of the real ones. So I've got a special challenge for you. Type pay in the comments if you're hyped for the return of PD's at-home breakdowns. We've got a long season ahead and it's only heating up. So hit that like button, subscribe for more Falcons news, and don't miss the next video, because this team's story is just getting started. Let's go, Falcons fans. Football is almost here.